Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Consumer Product Review Station. Number 5. PowMr Split-Phase Solar Inverter 5 kW 48V On-Grid Off-Grid Hybrid Inverter MPPT Max PV 5.5 kW 100A 500 volts 3-phase 120 volts 208V 240 volts. Note: 208 240th VAC AC output. Need 2 units in parallel at least. Maximum number of parallel connections is 6 units. Features: open black lens bracket pure sine wave all-in-one inverter closed black lens bracket 5000W District of Columbia 48V hybrid solar inverter, 120 208ths of a volt, 240 VAC output pure sine wave inverter, single phase, split phase and 3-phase, built-in 100A MPPT solar charge controller, max PV power 5500W, max PV input VOC 500 volts DC, max PV charging current 100A, support 48 volts lead acid or lithium battery or batteryless mode, support parallel up to 6 inverters. Open black lens bracket intelligent power saving closed black lens bracket power saving mode available to reduce no load loss when the eco mode is enabled. If the load is below 50W, the inverter output is delayed for 5 minutes and then the output is turned off. When the Hull switch is pressed to the off state, and then pressed to the on state, the inverter will resume the output. Open black lens bracket 4 charge, 2 discharge modes. Closed black lens bracket support 4 charging modes. Only solar, mains priority, and mains and solar hybrid charging. Mains bypass and inverter output 2 output mode, uninterrupted power supply, anti-backflow grid connection function, support for use without battery, can be set up for on-grid power generation. Number 4. Growatt 3.5 kW 5 kW hybrid solar inverter charger 48 volts 220 volts built-in MPPT 100A solar controller max PV 450 volts pure sine wave inverter. Introduction. This is a multifunctional off-grid solar inverter, integrated with a MPPT solar charge controller, a high-frequency pure sine wave inverter and a UPS function module in one machine, which is perfect for off-grid backup power and self-consumption applications. This inverter can work with or without batteries. Features: rated power 3.5 kW to 5 kW, power factor 1. MPPT ranges 120 volts to 430 volts, 450 VOC. High-frequency inverter with small size and lightweight. Pure sine wave AC output. Solar and utility grid can power loads at the same time. With CAN, RS-485 for BMS communication. With the ability to work without battery. Parallel operation up to 6 unit, only with battery connected. Wi-Fi, GPRS remote monitoring, optional. PV and grid power the load jointly if PV energy insufficient. Flexibly schedule the inverter charging and discharging time. Number 3. Growatt 3.5 kW, 5 kW hybrid solar inverter 48 volts 230 VMPPT 80A, 100A pure sine wave inversor can work without battery support. Wi-Fi new. Inverter use note. The battery capacity of the correct matching system is determined according to the specific usage requirements of the load and application scenarios. Otherwise it will easily lead to insufficient battery capacity or excessive waste of power generation. For details, please refer to the manual recommendation or consult online customer service. PowMr will serve for you everywhere. Introduction. This is a multifunctional off-grid solar inverter, integrated with MPPT solar charge controller, a high-frequency pure sine wave inverter and a UPS function module in one machine, which is perfect for off-grid backup power and self-consumption applications. This inverter can work with or without batteries. The whole system also need other devices to achieve complete running such as PV modules, generator, or utility grid. Please consult with your system integrator for other possible system architectures depending on your requirements. The Wi-Fi, GPRS module is a plug-and-play monitoring device to be installed on the inverter. With this device, users can monitor the status of the PV system from the mobile phone or from the website anytime anywhere. Number 2. Growatt Hybrid Solar Inverter 3.5 kW 5 kW 48V 220V MPPT 80A 100A pure sine wave off-grid solar inversor can work without battery. Introduction. This is a multifunctional off-grid solar inverter, integrated with a MPPT solar charge controller, a high-frequency pure sine wave inverter and a UPS function module in one machine, which is perfect for off-grid backup power and self-consumption applications. This inverter can work with or without batteries. The whole system also need other devices to achieve complete running such as PV modules, generator, or utility grid. Please consult with your system integrator for other possible system architectures depending on your requirements. The Wi-Fi, GPRS module is a plug-and-play monitoring device to be installed on the inverter. With this device, users can monitor the status of the PV system from the mobile phone or from the website anytime anywhere. Number 1. PowMr Split-Phase Inverter 110 volts 48V 5 kW on-grid off-grid pure sine wave hybrid solar inverter with MPPT 100A battery charger. Feature: off-grid and on-grid pure sine wave inverter. Maximum number of parallel connections is 6. Higher output power up to 5000 W. 120, 208 240 VAC AC output. Support single-phase, split-phase, 3-phase devices. Fast switching time of 10 milliseconds. Compatible with 48V lithium-ion and lead-acid battery. Support user-defined. Max PV charging current up to 100A. Max AC charging current up to 40A. Max hybrid charging current up to 100A. 90 to 140 VAC AC input voltage range. 120 to 500 VDC wide voltage range for PV access. Higher input DC current up to 22A in a single circuit. Energy saving mode function to reduce no-load energy losses. Configure multiple communication interfaces, 485 rupees per USB, dry contact. Durable finish with high anti-corrosion. Effective forced air cooling to ensure that the equipment runs stably. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.